The graph of a function is sketched at the right. Sketch the graph of the inverse. So I'm going to start with that, and then I'll deal with the domains and ranges and stuff. And so my first one here, I can see that there's a couple points that it looks like it's getting closer. Like we kind of have some like asymptotes here. So I'm going to draw a couple points here in purple from my original function, and I'm going to use those to help me kind of graph the inverse here. So from left to right here, again, this isn't an actual point, this first one, because it looks like it's an asymptote, but it looks like it's pretty close to -3, -3. The second point here looks like it's at -2, 0. And that third point looks like it's at +3. Let's say 0.8. And again, these are just estimations because now I'm going to do my inverse in green, and I'm just going to switch the x and y values. So this one ends up staying the same. This one becomes 0, -2. This one becomes 3, and then, 0.8, and then 3. And so when I plot those, right, so again, we're going to approach that point right there. 0, -2 is right here. And then 0.8 and 3 is way up here. And so when I draw this, hopefully we can do a good enough job at mimicking this shape here. Maybe a little bit steeper. And it may not be perfect here, but you get the general shape that it is supposed to reflect over y equals x there. And so once I have that sketched, the second part of the question asks me to state the domain and range of each. And so for the, let's call this the purple graph here, I'm going to say that the domain looks like it goes from -3 to infinity. The range seems like it is going from -infinity up to +1. Now when we do the inverse for the domain, looks like we go from -infinity to close to 1. And then the range is going to be, what is that, -3 to infinity. And what you should hopefully notice is that the domain and range have switched when we do the inverse, which makes sense because we switched the x's and y's.